Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Core Living. Tonight I'd like to talk about goals. Have you set out and accomplished what you wanted to do this year? I've been thinking about it lately because the year's winding down. We're getting closer to New Year's, and I've been thinking about the past year and what I wanted to set out and accomplish. I've had better years than this year, but this was a good year for me to do some of the things that I really wanted to do. I've had bad years where I haven't done anything, so don't feel bad if you're in that camp. I'd like to maybe pass on a strategy that worked for me this year onto you. It's a simple personal development tool. It's very common out there. I think it's like a Tony Robbins trick. I don't know if he invented it or not, but it's really just the goals journal. I actually have like a goals book here where I write down the goals that I would like to accomplish for the year. Now, this is the first year that I've done it. My only regret would be that I didn't do more of it. I found it to be a very useful tool. In the beginning, I would just write down what I wanted to achieve, 5, 10 things. Some things were like, small tasks, very achievable goals, like that would only take a day or a week. And then I had like some medium-sized goals, like a month, and then some big ones, like a year. And then I even have some in there that are like way down the road. They're like really hard to get. I think it's important in your goals book to have some simpler goals, especially if you lack motivation to do these things. If you're really busy, if you've got a lot going on in your life, you need to have some goals in there that you know you're going to be able to do. But there's some magic that happens when you write a goal down on paper and you look at it. And not just like once a month. I'm talking like pull it out a few times a week. Open it up, take a look at it, and read over your goals. Look at what you've accomplished. That can be motivating in itself to see the ones that you've crossed out. It's a good feeling to be like, wow, I can't believe I was able to like accomplish that this month or this year. And it might be something big that you didn't think you'd actually be able to do. I've got things written down in my goals book that I didn't think I'd actually be able to accomplish it this year, and then I was shocked to actually accomplish it. I had some things that I thought, not that it would take too long, but I was like, that seems unrealistic. I doubted myself, my capabilities, my capacity to actually do that thing. I, doubted maybe my intelligence or my skill level. Can I actually do that? But being able to look at it, I think it kind of like gets stuck somewhere back in your subconscious, and then it just, even though you might not even be aware of it, it comes up, and you'll be working on it, and it just somehow manifests itself, and you're like, I can't believe I was actually able to do that. I regret actually Xing out some goals now after some of those experiences, like giving up on them and being like, I'm never going to be able to do that, and just Xing it out. I feel like I should have just let it sit there, and even if I didn't accomplish it this year, maybe 1, 2, 3 years down the road, I might actually accomplish it. I've got some doozies in there, I want to be financially independent one day. That's not happening this year. Probably not next year, but hey, who knows? I don't want to, speak anything into that. You never know what might happen. So it doesn't also have to be in a book. You could start off really small by just like getting a piece of paper and taping it to your mirror in the bathroom and looking at it every morning when you wake up. It doesn't have to be a whole list of things. It could just be one thing, just to get that ball rolling. There's like that snowball effect that once you start like seeing these goals accomplished and seeing like physically what you've done, it spurs you on, it motivates you, it fires you up. And this whole habitual thing of like looking at it like throughout your week, it motivates you because you'll notice that you're getting closer to your goal. And as you're getting closer to achieving your goals, it pushes you to work even harder and faster on those goals to get it out of the way and move on to the next one. It's like being competitive with yourself, which I guess I enjoy. Maybe it isn't totally for everyone. I like to challenge myself and push myself forward. So you might find this as a helpful tool for you. And there's also some self-reflective properties within this. When you look at your goals book and you see the ones that you've accomplished, especially now after, taking a look back at a whole year's worth of goals, you remember kind of like the mindset of where you were at certain points when writing those goals down and thinking to yourself like, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that, and I don't know how I'm going to do this, and then somehow you were able to do it. And that can like really build you up internally. It can really fire you up and give you a like this confidence, this sense of self-accomplishment, like I did something. And it was meaningful, at least it was for me. And it can be meaningful for other people, depending on what your goals are. If they're geared towards other people and accomplishing things for them or helping other people. It doesn't just really have to be totally all about you. Yeah, I definitely think there's something there that we can all use. So, take a look at the goals book idea, the strategy. You could write down in the comments if you find another way that really helps motivate you to accomplish some of the tasks that you'd like to achieve. It might be great. This might be a great idea for like moving into a new year. Now, I am an advocate for not waiting for New Year's and stuff like that to try out a new goal. Get one this week. You can get one of these books at Dollarama for like, $1 or $2. It's really cheap. It's really easy. And just sit down one night and start firing off what you'd like to achieve. Dream big. Don't limit yourself to what you think you might be able to accomplish, because there are things that I've been able to achieve this year that I didn't think I would be able to achieve. And some of the goals have been like really personal and meaningful for me. One of my goals was to read like a lot more this year. Like I've read more books, I think, this year than I have in my entire life. That might not be true. Maybe I read a few. I might have contended with some of my books I read in college, but that was one of my goals, to read more. You can also have goals like any type of goal of self-improvement. I got one goal that I'm really pumped about chalking off this year. I wanted to drink less alcohol this year than I had in like the last 10 previous years of my life, and I'm totally on pace. I'm like, come this Christmas, I'll be able to check that one off, and I'm going to be really proud of that one, because that was a challenging one for me. To just put away the substances and focus on the self and build myself up. So give it a go. If it works, or if you've done something, let me know. Love to hear it. Hear what you got to say about that. Don't forget, if you like the video, to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with a friend. I got lots of more content coming, interviews and things like that, rolling into the new year. I know I got some of the people that join me on the channel. They are going to have some more free time, I think, coming up, and so hopefully we'll have a whole bunch of guest appearances and stuff rolling into this New Year's. So everyone, I hope you have a good one. Take care, and until next time, stay spiritual.